All right, y'all. So tonight I'm gonna make a quick batch of homemade chicken and dumplings. I've already started the chicken. It's right here for you. Let's take a good look at that. I'm gonna let that kind of settle and shred it up. So with dumplings, it's pretty simple. All you need is flour, salt, baking powder, and milk. This recipe calls for like 6 cups, so I'm gonna take that and have it. So of course, start with the flour, which is already seasoned with a little bit of salt. Okay, let's just put that in the bowl. Get a spoon, mix that up a little bit. So nice, incorporate that salt in the flour a little more. Spread it out evenly. All right. Next, I'm gonna get our half a tablespoon because the original recipe calls for a whole tablespoon. So have that. You don't want it too puffy. Incorporate that in there, huh? It's nice and mixed. And then some milk. It calls for a whole cup. We're doing just a half because, you know, little by little. You know, we're gonna use our hand to get in there, huh? Nice and dirty. So now this should come together. Make a nice clumpy, wet mess of a dough. All right, y'all, so fold this up. This is kind of what we're looking for here, you know? Just this nice consistency of smoothness. All right. Now, next, folk, you get a little bit of flour, dust the board, put our dough down, start to roll it a little bit, you know? And roll it out to like a 1/4 inch thickness. Right, and you never really want to fold this dough. Think ever get flaky? If you do, you don't want that. You want flaky dumplings. You want nice and wet, a little slippery, you know. So you have that dough. Boom. Gotta be careful and quick with this sometimes because the baking powder will activate quite quickly and make this dough rise. All right, so now we have the dough rolled out. Cut it, huh? Let's have it. Another half. Another half. We kind of add those strips a little bit. Have it. Probably hear and see that got my chicken stock or broth cooking in the background there. Now we got all these pieces, huh? Throw them all out there, huh? Yeah. All right, so I got that chicken broth and shredded chicken ready, so I'm just gonna drop this chicken in there. That way the chicken can cook a little bit and get those flavors back into the broth. All right, so I got my shredded chicken here. I've already been putting it in this broth. I put a little bit in there. Chicken back into the broth so we can get those flavors going. Bring it to a slight boil and put our dumplings in. All right, we got a nice rolling boil here. So before I put my dumplings into the broth, I put a little bit of this Carolina Reaper in there. The dried Carolina Reaper is about half of one. We don't want it too spicy. You know, Carolinas have a little bit of a fruitiness too, so it might pull that out too. I don't want too much. I do like spice, but I don't overly kill myself. Okay, stir around. Flavors mix in there. right? I'm just gonna slowly just drop in my dumplings. Now the flour from the dumplings is gonna make this thick, so I gotta make sure that I don't overdo it with the dumplings. Next thing you know, I got a heaping mess of dumplings. Ooh, my bad. Didn't even do that there. All this going, yeah. All right. Let that come up. Catch back in another 20 minutes or so. Let this all cook through. All right, there's the meat. Ooh, steamy. Man, let's light this up, huh? Yeah, look at that. Turn that down some, huh? Get that mix going for you. Sorry about the light and the shine. See all that glare. It's shimmering. It's not the rock, I promise you, it's the light up here. Freaking lights. Yeah, let's look at that. Oh yeah. It's nice. Let's test out that broth, huh? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's nice. Oh, that's perfect. All right, there you have it. Time to plate. Look at that. So it's nice. Scoop right up, huh? Put that right in there, huh? Scoop it up. Get these dumplings, cause that's what we made, homemade, baby. This was a recipe that's halved. Still a good amount. Especially one person. Let's get some of that juicy juice.